Today's event comes at a troubling, exciting, scary, and momentous time for workers in this country. As workers in Wisconsin, Ohio, and other states rise up against attacks on collective bargaining rights, it's telling that the governor of Wisconsin wants to limit collective bargaining to wages only. That means no bargaining over the quality of life issues that we're discussing today. We know that unions set the bar for all workers, and we know that the unions have won the 8-hour day and the weekend and overtime rules and on and on and on for all workers, not just for union members. So taking away the right to bargain on issues like mandatory overtime and flexible work hours and paid sick days will impact every worker in this country. It will set the bar at a new low. Unions have historically fought for public policies for all workers, not just their own members. And it is no secret that these attacks seek to curtail the political power of unions, power that fights for raising the minimum wage and the Family and Medical Leave Act and overtime laws. So we need to set the bar higher for what today's working families need. A good job means lots of things, like the right to collectively bargain, good wages, pension, a healthy and safe workplace. But it also means having workplace standards for all workers so you don't have to choose between a paycheck and your family. So national minimum labor standards for all workers might include paid sick days for yourself and to care for a family member, workplace flexibility that the worker controls, part-time parity, family leave that is paid and job protected for all workers, and child care and elder care that is high quality, affordable, and that compensates the teachers and providers well. It's a new workforce. We need a new workplace so that workers don't have to choose, and we need a strong labor movement to fight for all workers.
A generation ago, specifically in my industry, I mean, actually a couple of generations ago, we were not even allowed to be married or have children.
Oh, well, that's
so if we could really frame the discussion on where we're starting here, that no, legitimately you could not be married and be a flight attendant, a stewardess at the time. You could not be pregnant and be a flight attendant at the time. And so we've obviously had to make some changes.
What I think about is that we made a decision 15 years ago to link organizing, our organizing strategy, and there's two groups of workers I wanted to speak about that deal with scheduling, because mostly janitorial and security work is part-time work that leads to primarily immigrant workers having to work 3 jobs in order to feed their family. And when they form a union, what is allowed through the collective bargaining process is people can move from a minimum wage job to $11.75 an hour, $13.75 an hour. Not exactly a living wage job in most urban areas, but a huge relief to workers. And then it moves from a part-time job to a full-time job. Yeah. So it eliminates the being away from your, family, children, partner, elders, whoever's in your family at home, being able to see them for 1 hour a day, for maybe being able to have a meal.
Well, I just think that, good wages and good pensions and good health care and all the things that the labor movement has fought for over the years, like weekends and vacations and holidays, are family-friendly things. I think, on the other hand, we just haven't gotten far enough. And I think we've now hit a roadblock where they're trying to take away the foundations of our working lives. So, the real question we have to answer is, what kind of society do we want to live in, and how much are we willing to fight for those goals?
I'm very committed and I'm very excited about this, and I know it's something that, as I said, is still somewhat new and probably not at the top of our priority list, to be honest, right now. But I want to continue to push forward on it and make sure that we elevate the issue and continue to educate people that it is something that we should be prioritizing in our collective bargaining.
I think that's what's required of us, is to recommit ourselves to swimming upstream and to build organization that makes it possible to hop over the thing that those salmon hop over.
The dams?
Whatever they hop over when they're swimming upstream. Because I've been blessed in my time in the labor movement to see people hop over the dam and make incredible breakthroughs in their life. And that's what I think is possible when we build organization among working people. And I'm really thrilled with the idea of pushing, because I think it's one fight. It's not different fights, it's one damn fight. And we can win it if we hold on to each other.